30 Seconds to Live has one player trapped in an alley trying to escape, and the other player is the zombie horde. Kitten Kaiju Games provided this prototype in exchange for an honest review. Because it is a prototype, the final game may have different components and rules. If it's not already on Kickstarter by the time this review goes live, it will be soon. I'll add a link in the description below. While there is a solo mode, I'll focus on the main, asymmetric head-to-head game. Players each have their own rulebook to explain their side. The survivor's goal is to exit the far end of the alley. The zombies wish to get the survivor. The central play area is 10 alley cards dividing the 2-player areas. Each side starts with random cards seated in the alley, supplies for the survivor, and more zombies for the zombie player. The standee tracks the survivor's location. The survivor starts with some randomly drawn weapons in front of them, plus 2 tactic cards in hand. The zombie player starts with 2 zombie cards and a tactic card. The zombie will unleash an assortment of 5 zombie types that come out randomly during play. These have varying health, attack strength, and abilities. The survivor player chooses from 6 characters, each with 5 starting health, plus unique abilities. Zombie and survivor cards rotate as they take damage to show the current health value. The survivor starts and players alternate turns. You have 30 seconds each round to perform actions. That's right, this is a real-time game. The game will offer an app to track the time, provide rules and an FAQ, plus other features. The survivor starts by drawing a tactics card, then the timer begins. They have 4 action tokens available to perform a number of actions. Some actions, moving, drawing tactic cards, or searching for items, cost 1 token. Other actions, standing up if there's a zombie with you, or certain attacks, may cost 2 or more tokens. Cost is indicated by the number of white arrows on the cards. You can't use more action tokens than you have, and you can't do an action if your time is up. The zombie player starts by moving all in-play zombies toward the survivor and drawing a tactics card. They have 30 seconds and 4 action tokens to move, stand up after being knocked down, draw and play more tactics or zombie cards, and or attack the survivor. The survivor starts with weapons and may find more when searching. Rotate the card after used to show weapon wear. The card shows attack range and damage, plus the number of actions needed to activate it. Survivor and zombie attacks are not automatically successful. When you attempt an attack, flip over the top card of your attack deck. Green checks mean a success, and a red X means failure. The rest depends on if you're standing, knocked down, or attempting a unique attack. At the end of your turn, shuffle these cards back into your attack deck. Tactics card allow for unique attacks, extra actions, or other special effects. Some are even played in response to an opponent's action. The action cost depends, and some are even free. Alternate turns until the survivor escapes or is killed by the zombies. Play cards to escape or move in for the kill, all while racing the clock. That's 30 seconds to live. Our games of 30 Seconds to Live, including setup and takedown, average just over half an hour. Expect closer to 40 minutes for your learning games or if using a longer timer. Math is minimal, but there's a decent amount of reading and you need to act fast because this is a real-time game. Experienced gamers 9 and 10 and up should be okay if they can handle the art and theme. Stick to a dining table. The player areas are about the size of a placemat and the central alley is surprisingly long. In our 5th game of 30 Seconds to Live, I was Sophia, the self-defense trainer against Mom Zombies. I raced down the alley to get a head start before Mom Zombies closed in. My shotgun blew away a runner, but Mom played a card that made me drop it. I searched, found some Teflon bullets, then hustled towards the end of the alley. Those zombies clawed at me, but I blocked them with tokens. I was 1 card away from the end when a brute blocked my path. It hit me hard. She then played a tactic card so the brute could attack again. 4 damage on 1 turn, but I was still alive. I managed to kill it, then step onto the final card. I was down to 1 health point, and a shrieker stood between me and freedom. I loaded my handgun with those Teflon bullets, then fired. The zombie dropped, and I managed to escape. We had many questions about 30 Seconds to Live's rulebook, but the designer/publisher was quick to answer our emails. I really hope they get a professional rules editor. The app is supposed to have an FAQ, but it's still being developed, meaning we couldn't try most of the features. Like many asymmetric games, each side has a rulebook. Because you're reading at the same time, it cuts down on teaching time. There will also be a solo rulebook for those who enjoy solo gaming. Cool. It's harder to win as a survivor, but that makes sense. It should be harder. The survivor making a mistake might mean game over. Keep this in mind for younger players who should be the zombies until they're more comfortable. The game comes with 6 different survivors, with more planned in the expansion. Their abilities help them feel a little different, but the actual gameplay is still similar no matter who you pick. In the expansion, some characters have companions or different health amounts in addition to different abilities. Graphic design is so important in real-time games because things have to be done quickly. The attack cards are well designed, green check for success and red X for failure. The knockdown symbol on the survivor attack cards might not be necessary. The art shows the character on the ground. You rotate weapon cards when used. This reminds me of block war games. It's a good system, but it can be hard to see the available attack and movement stats quickly when the card is upside down. I do wish the zombies had their names written upside down or on the bottom of their cards so the survivor player could quickly read them. The tactics cards add hand management and variety to your game, but many have a ridiculous amount of text for a real-time game. You'd have to know this game inside and out to be able to decide quickly. I've played some of the heaviest games of Board Game Geek, on Mars for example, and the icons help the game click during the first play. A better icon system here would significantly help this game. The 30-second timer makes the game tense and chaotic, perfectly fitting the theme. Limited actions each turn adds tension and pulls you in, but slowdown from those tactic cards pull you out. The rules suggest not using a timer, but that defeats the purpose of the game. At that point, I'll just play Raptor or something. Alternatively, it suggests 45 seconds. That's fine, but better card design would have solved this problem. 30 Seconds to Live really captures the theme, and there's a lot of good here. I hope my issues with the rules and cards are because it's a prototype. If more time is spent polishing things, I think this game could be a hit thanks to the theme, simple mechanisms, give and take turn and action system, plus the time it takes to play.